Up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Out to his left, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. He'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trent Murphy in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, Cousins. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Jefferson.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down. Here's Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Intercepted. The Bills take over first.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On play action, Allen steps away. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
The 16-yard line.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Take over 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Being chased out left. He may try and run, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Vikings take over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Cook on the toss left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Minnesota Vikings.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins now to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now after the INT, it's Carr rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Doesn't leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here's Jacobs. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
35-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Throwing his Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rolling to his right. He'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll roll him out right. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Vikings nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. By the Raiders. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
For a Las Vegas.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is becoming quite the half. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something.
And the Raiders have got it. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Play action now. Cousins. And a third interception thrown by Cousins. Never Wilson with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
37-yard line.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Tavon Austin, 77 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Green Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes now on 1st down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
Complete to
the reception, good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Gain on the play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st down, Kansas City.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
Mahomes
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kavari Russell, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Take over first down.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 brings up 3rd and 5.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. He'll let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 41 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 30. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And the lead is now 13.
Good. Makes the score Packers 20, Chiefs 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. taken at about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is missed. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And into the end zone. It's a pick. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw is Jackson, forced out to his left. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Jackson. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
That was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Here's Carr. He'll buy some time right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On the move to his left. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Rolling to his right. This is caught. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. We're scoreless after 1.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
And this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
LeMarc is joined with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
The Raiders take over.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Henry Ruggs.
29 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Call it a loss of 14 on the play. And now it's second down. Jackson from the shotgun. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now they're going to fake it. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep here for Bryant. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's David Arnett picking it up. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem? Every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. He'll let this go. It's at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's brought down. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson caught by Snead over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Looking downfield for Dez. And for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they? Well, the defense loses it. It's complete. And taken into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
To kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.